Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Tom, full-time eBay reseller, stay-at-home dad for 5 children. My wife is pregos, and so there's one on the way. We say that every day. And we sell stuff on eBay every day. Today, I have 9 items going out of here. No real home runs, but some pretty cool stuff. This is how you ship a piece of paper. This is how I ship a piece of paper. All of my bubble wrap comes in when you order from American Bubble Boy. You get it like this. I save the tubes so that when I have papers to ship, this is how I do it. And I wrap the paper in a paper so that the tape isn't touching the actual item. But that item is a heat transfer. I bought all these heat transfers for 40 bucks and I've made my money back. But man, they are slow sellers. I didn't expect them to be like super fast, but I have sold like maybe 20 in what feels like a year. Pound Puppies. This is a Micro Machines. Like, if you're familiar with Micro Machines, there's a bus. There's an RV that's very famous playset for Micro Machines. This is the Pound Puppies version. I'm not sure if this is Galoob or not. Galoob is the toy company that made LGTI. Yes, the LGTI is Louis Galoob Toys Industry or something like that. But LGTI is Galoob, and so this is made by the same company that makes Micro Machines. I thought it might be the company. I thought it might be like Bluebird company that makes Polly Pockets. A different Smalls toy line. There we go. Okay. So anyway, I picked this up for like $4 at Goodwill, and I thought that it would sell really well, but it didn't have any accessories. And it's not like it did terrible. I don't know how long it's been listed, but it sold for $16.99 plus shipping. And I just need to put some bubble wrap around it and put it in a box. Pretty straightforward thing. I was gonna tell you how long it's been listed, but my internet is down, so I'm gonna have to reset my computer before I do any shipping. I use a MacBook from 2013 to do my internet out here, and then it's strung, literally hardwired, because I don't have any Wi-Fi out here in the house. This is a metal building, so it doesn't come out here. You could stand on the other side away from the house and get Wi-Fi out of the house, but because my building is fully metal, I don't get any Wi-Fi in here. And so there's a string across to this building so that I can get internet out here. The previous homeowner set that up. I didn't set that up. But anyway, and I use a really old laptop, and so I don't, sometimes the computer just stops connecting to the internet, and I don't know if it's the internet or if it's the computer, but it's all pretty jumbled together mess of not great quality stuff, so it doesn't surprise me any. Anyhow, it doesn't slow me down too much, except for when I'm doing something like this. $5 plus shipping, dance, workout. These are not desirable, obviously. They sold for $1.25 a piece. I got them in a big lot of games, and I didn't want to devalue those games by adding the workout stuff. So I put those up for like $7.50 plus shipping, and somebody sent me a $5 plus shipping offer, and I'm like, okay, I'll take it. I just want those to be gone. $11 plus shipping. We paid $1 for it a week ago. It's essentially an Etch-a-Sketch, but it's a dome. Skidoodle 1979 Hasbro. And then the claim is, I think, that if you put this stencil over here, then it'll help you draw a perfect circle. But they don't work at all. But anyway, there's 12 of these, and I have all of them. and not very many have all of them on eBay. It's an Etch-a-Sketch. And so I listed it for $11 plus shipping, and it sold in less than a week. Trains. When you first walk into Walt Disney World, into the Magic Kingdom, there's a train station that you kind of walk through, and the train goes above. These are passenger cars from that train. See if I can make it focus where it says Walt Disney World Railroad. This one is missing a wheel axle, and these are just if I had all of those trains that I had like 6 months ago, some of them I had parts. So this isn't branded lifelike, but these are lifelike cars for sure. They're the people who Disney paid to do this. So these cars are missing tires, but I would have had, they're not tires, they're wheels. I would have had those in that lot had I still had any of that stuff. But anyway, so somebody can fix this really easily. This one's in really nice shape. There's a whole bunch of track and a whole bunch of, and the power unit for the tracks. I got that in the stuff with the Disney World stuff. It sold for $52 for those 2 cars and just some track that isn't branded Disney World. So those 2 cars are the only things that are branded Disney World. This one surprises me. Manitou is a little town that I went to high school in, and this is the little gas station that was in that town, and they oil and propane and propane accessories. And I think I don't think there's a station there at all in Manitou now. They're just that, and I don't know if Manitou Oil is even, I haven't been back to that town in forever. Anyway, Manitou is a really small town close to us. This is just a pretty generic red K-Brands hat, K-Products hat. And so these K-Products snapbacks do mesh with the oil and gas advertisements do well. So I listed this for $40 plus shipping. I paid like $5 for it, but it sold to somebody in Germany, which I thought was really odd. The guy emailed me or messaged me on an offer and said, "Hey, is it still possible to have you send this as a gift so that I don't have to pay import taxes?" And I just declined that offer and didn't message the guy back because that's a federal crime. Like, I imagine it's probably overlooked and people do it all the time and nobody gets in trouble for it. But it is literally like international money laundering to claim that I sold this, to know that I sold this to a customer and then claim that it's a gift to avoid paying import taxes. Then I am participating in defrauding 2 federal governments. So is it a big deal? Probably not really. Is it something that you should participate in? Definitely not. So if somebody tries to get you to declare an item as a gift that they're buying on any platform in international sales, that person obviously is not prone to being honest. And if they'll defraud the federal government, they'll probably defraud you as well. So I don't necessarily like to do business with those people, but I just declined this guy's offer, and he came right back into the store and bought it for full price. It's for that reason that often when I have a problem with a person like that, I block them immediately. But this hat, K-Brands, gas and oil, snapback trucker hats do really, really well, even if they're small town, nobody ever heard of it outside of Mason County, Illinois hats. They still sell to people in Germany sometimes for 40 bucks plus shipping. But don't declare something as a gift to save your buyer money on import taxes, because it doesn't benefit you in any way other than getting the sale, but it's not worth risking your store over, right? Wrestling shoes sell well. I picked these up for $5 from the guy who used these. Was a police officer, and he used them for training, police academy, and they are just almost unused. Like, if you look, like, they didn't step on them very much at all. So they were probably used only for a couple of sessions in the police academy and then put away. His parents sold them to me for $5 last week at the huge sale where I got all the tents and all that vintage clothes. And I got some boots that were $5. And they said all the shoes are $5, and these were in the shoes that were $5. So this was, I paid $5. They sold for $26 plus shipping. And boots always, or wrestling shoes always do really well for me. Hello Kitty, we picked her up for $4. And it was really gross on the inside, and I thought it would clean up a little better than that. And then I didn't realize, because it's just not the kind of thing that you know unless you really know the product well. It's supposed to say toast, bagel, crisps, something. It's supposed to say things here that aren't high, medium, low, and cancel, I think is what they are. And I'll put up my shot. It doesn't make the image of Miss Kitty. You can see that there's like a thing to put Hello Kitty on your toast. It doesn't do a good job. So I was like, well, I'll list it, see if it'll sell. I'm only $4 out if it sucks. And it did sell in about a week and a half at $15.99 plus shipping. Buyers all in at $27. Well, the only other thing is a Super Soaker. These Super Soaker got bought out by Nerf. And so Nerf is not normally what I look for. Laramie is the company that started Super Soakers. And so the vintage ones can do well. This one's from 1999. Always test them. They break really badly. But just because it doesn't work doesn't mean it won't sell. Some of them are really collectible, really desirable, and the parts can sell really well. But you find older Super Soakers, they'll do well. This is kind of a big deal, that the cap obviously is there to help build pressure, but also that the thing that tethers the cap so that it doesn't get lost, that comes out, gets broken, and somebody will keep the cap but not save that part. And so that's something to look out for. Broken plastic pieces. Make sure the nozzles are good. But these are really collectible and generally fairly inexpensive. So I picked this one up for like $3 at a garage sale, I think. But it's been a long time. And it sold for $19 plus shipping. Buyers all in at $31. That's the only other thing that I had to ship today. So that's all I got at the moment. All right, guys, we are headed to yard sales. It's Thursday morning. Just me and Evie and 3 doors down. Yeah. So this is sale number 2. I'll show you sale number 1, and then we'll do this one. So you don't need, oh, it's just pink. You don't even care what it is. It's just pink.
Daddy.
No. You're not big enough for that seat yet. We'll get there. No, put it down. What? Wow. All right. Put it down. Let's be done with that. Is that funny?
Yeah. The other side.
Ooh. More people and stuff.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Bubba.
They got lots of company.
Yeah.
The apple. Dad, where is the apple?
Musical mobile. Baby, I got you a pretty dress and a sweater that'll fit you next year.
So let me grab a few of these things. Well, I'm glad that you ladies were able to
Looks like maybe
find a few things. That's
grandma.
wonderful. Can you put some of those things in it? You should.
All that we managed to find at that sale, number one, was Evelyn dresses. Cute. This one's like super vintagey, and they were a little bit expensive. They were like $4 a piece, but I'm like, they're so stinking cute. This is a sweater that's probably too big for her, but it's like color block winter scene vintage, and it should fit her when it's cold outside. She is being a crazy face eating her cereal. Say hi, everybody.
Hi.
You ready to go with some yard sales?
Boom, boom, boom.
No, you don't need that guy.
Ooh, Pookie, Carrie, Carrie.
Entonces también mira para
It's a puppy house.
A puppy house? Who is this
It has
guy?
a bow on it.
Mark Martin.
It's a cat house. It's a cat house.
Yay.
What is this, Dad? Dada. Dad, Pookie, Carrie, Carrie, Pookie, Carrie, puppy. Dad, Pookie, Carrie, puppy.
Spooky, scary Skelepuppies.
Yeah. These are big clothes. Daddy, they got one everything.
All right, well, here we are at Goodwill. We did quite a bit of driving around and there was like 2 or 3 sales and nothing to flip at all. And we both have to go to the bathroom. So we are gonna jump into Goodwill. They opened a half hour ago. See if we can find anything good. So this is how you know when it's the perfect time to show up, is there were no carts out here when we showed up. When we went to the bathroom, came out and there's 2.
Can you get this?
How about
Can you get this, Dad?
media? No, you may not get that.
But why?
Big Bang Theory, NCIS. Just like every NCIS ever.
Get it, Dad.
Starbucks coffee, 2010. Whoa, the lid is not attached. And it's missing the white stickers on the side. They're asking $5.
Where's supposed to be the white sticker?
The white stickers go on those brown stripes.
Oh, how?
Does Dad already have one of those in our garage?
Yeah. Whoa, this is not working. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness.
Oh, your goodness.
Oh my goodness, Dad. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Daddy, oh my goodness.
I'm liking all this grab bag totes full of toys situation. Because normally they're cheap enough. $33, that's not cheap enough to bother with. Oh, and that's just play balls. Arthur plush. I wonder how old it is. 21, so. All right. This is a huge snow globe. Heavy. Doesn't seem to be marked as anything special. You taking your pony for a walk? Your unicorn, taking your unicorn for a walk. These are cool. No, they're not. I'm gonna say it because it generally turns things around. We are not finding much. We are striking out here today. $23 gold trim worn off of this ceramic. So this thing is $11.79. There are like 11 or 12 listed and 75 sold used, and they sell from 50 to 100 bucks. So I'm gonna probably, I think the lowest one listed is like 70 or 100. I think the lowest one was 119 plus shipping. So I'm gonna probably list mine at 75 plus shipping and let it sell right away. I probably say this too much on the channel, but this is where I got my start. $259, a flat bottom, 1200 watt or more, and this should be more than 1200 watt. West Bend potpourri. People in the early 2000s, even 2010, would use those to roast their raw coffee beans. And you could buy them for $2.59 and sell them for 40 bucks if you roast it. If you put a coffee roaster in the. Ta-da! Evie needs a huge basket full of toys. I don't think so. We're not gonna take the stuff out of there. I'm sorry.
But I want to see what is that.
Okay, here we go. Beanie Babies are not worth anything. There are a bunch of Beanie Boos that are worth something. And I'm gonna check, but I think these Beanie Baby girls are worth something. So this is a tie, Beanie Boppers.
Dad, how do
And
I
there's
play this?
1, 2, 3 at least with a bunch of accessories in here. But
Yeah,
$4, $5, I think we're at least gonna comp that. So here's the deal, is I don't know if these are good. This one's Jazzy, and this one, Jazzy Jessie, and this one's Glitter Gabby or something. I can't justify buying them based on the counts, but there are 800 dresses in here. And I think I can get my money back on just the dolls, and maybe the dresses will do well. But am I actually gonna comp them, or am I actually gonna list them and run through them and stuff? I don't know. I'm gonna keep it in the cart for a minute, but I'm about 50-50 on whether or not I'm actually gonna get it. just kind of quickly going through the shoes here, I did super well. I haven't actually comped everything yet. These Crocs are $7.99, which is not a price I would pay, except my boys steal my Crocs all the time. So I'm gonna buy those. A smaller pair of Crocs for other people in my house to wear. Alden, if you remember, I bought a pair of shoes for like $5 and sold them for $300 in a day or two. They were Alden brand. These are not as appealing. They're $6, but even if I only get $75 for them. And I did comp these Alden shoes that should sell for around $75 or $80, and they are $5.99. A little bit of wear on the bottom of those. I have not yet comped FootJoy Sport, $5.99. They're going to take a little bit of cleaning up, but I suspect they'll do good. And another kind of the same deal, FootJoy for $5.99 golf cleats. These are called Contour. And then these at $5 a piece. These are Patriot Bears, and one's a man and one's a woman. And they are male handlers, and I suspect they'll do good, but I'm going to comp them before we buy them. And those mini flip-flops are too little for you, I think. Yeah, I think that's too little for your foot. You can try them. So the FootJoys ended up being not a great pickup. This, since I found those shoes, I feel less like I need to get something, and so I decided not to get the Beanie Babies. And the plush bears, I'm still on the fence on. Nobody has the boy and girl both listed as a pair, and I feel like that would probably be the way to go, trying to sell them. I think this is a rarer Cars 3 toy. I'm gonna look into it real quick. So I feel like that would sell them well, but still, I'd be $10 in, and maybe they'd be $35. Those, you don't need those shoes. We literally just picked you up a pair of shoes, didn't we?
Yeah, but I want to see separate.
You don't need to see if they fit you. So this is the Crazy 8 racetrack for Cars 3. I'll put a comp up. Am I buying it? Are you flossing?
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
I messed up.
Recording? Okay, here we go. Flossing on the video. Say, good job, Evie. Yay! Individually priced golf clubs. It says Wilson. Oh, I thought that was going to this one. Dunlop, Sandwich. I don't see anything here that's interesting. There's some older Titleists, but I mean, unless you can make a whole set out of them, it's probably not. But there's 6, 5, 6, 8, 7. Let me look. So just looking at the loose golf clubs, I don't know anything about. I know this is an older word that Titleist used to use. These are AC 108s, and they're $1.44 a piece. So what are we talking about? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, $14.
Can we get this, Dada?
And then these drivers I'm going to look into. No, you already have plenty of random drums at home. And those are less desirable brand. 2, 3, 4 not matched, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then those are the handful of clubs that are left over that I'm not going to bother with. This D-handle shovel could be good for $4. It probably is. I'm not going to buy it. And this is why we do comps, folks. I would have thought that these would have been almost a no-brainer, but you can buy that same set with the number 2, and mine starts at number 3 for $25 plus shipping, which makes it not worth my time. We'll look at the drivers too, but that's a nice set for somebody to pick up, but it's not for me. So shoes for the kids. Winchester box for $5. I think it was $5. $6. Alden shoes for $6. This is $12. This, we'll see about this thing. It's 6. And then these Aldens are not in great shape, and they're 6. So this is the bad part about grabbing grab bags is like this, I'm laying this out. This thing has pole lights that are supposed to go here and here. These are not them. That is not the right attachment base for that. And it has a big Thunder Hollow sign, but that's not it because it's like 75 times too big. So I think all of this is part of a different playset. This is the only thing I have from this playset, and this is a different one, I think. But this still should be okay. This still should be $15 plus shipping, even just this. And it folds up and has a hidden Mickey, which is a Disney thing. But I don't think it has any accessories unless they're in here. What's in here? Nothing. Okay. So then this is the rest of the setup. The big sign, the big fence. This is like a mini set, and then this is the normal size set, and it's got the Miss Fritter sign. I don't know what this thing is about. It's probably some kind of entryway for something special that the set's supposed to do. There's supposed to be a handful of these. There's probably some figures, but I think I can probably get 25 out of this and maybe 15 out of this. So this was a good pickup. Not exactly what I thought I was getting, but still cool.